Well, hey everybody, I got a special request from someone to show how I groom my Airedales, and here's Dookie. Duke, look at the camera, Duke. Yeah, there's Dookie, and I don't know if you can see now that he's lying down. Come here, Duke, come here. He's got the whole, I call him Western kind of chaps look. You know, you ever seen the cowboy movie where they wear them when they're out there wrangling the cows? Another way to look at it is I basically cut the black off it. So trim that part, left his legs kind of long. And yeah, Duke, show him your face. Yeah, show him your face. So here's what I used. I used a Airedale Power Groom. Set of clippers. Highly recommend these things. You can get the multi-speed ones. I don't see the need for it. Comes with a 14-foot cord, which is very nice, plenty long enough. And you can also get it with a battery pack, although again I don't personally see the need to get a battery pack for it. And then just you know, a couple of sharp pair of scissors I got from Walmart for a couple bucks. This pair of thinning shears I got off of eBay. They are a very good pair of thinning shears. Unfortunately, I don't remember who made them. And I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell you. But boy, they're nice, and they came with a nice leather case. I recommend those. And then, of course, a metal comb. Don't even bother with plastic. Their hair just will tear it up. Get a nice metal comb. Make sure the one you get has rounded thingies here, because you're going to be using this, and you don't want to be jabbing your Airedale when you're cutting their hair. That'll make for an unpleasant experience for them. And then just some Airedale clipper oil, or clipper oil in general, and you could either use this to sprinkle it on there. What I actually like to do is I put it in this little glass bowl here, and then I dip the whole blade in there, because you'll see they usually get mucked up with hair and whatnot, and it's just easier to do that and then wipe it off. One of the features I like about these clippers is that they're the whole gizmo kind of, I can't get it with one hand unfortunately, let me see. The whole gizmo pops right off, boop, just like that, and clips right back on, so it's easy to keep it clean. And you know, cleaner you keep it, the better oil you keep it, longer your clipper blades are going to last. And I think this clipper mount, it's plastic, it doesn't get hot. I used a ceramic edge blade. This is a number 7. You know, you could also use a 7 and 10. You can use 2 or 3 different kinds of blades based on what part of your Airedale you're cutting. I basically used a 7 mostly. And Duke, come here, let me show you. Duke, come here. Duke, come here. Yeah, I know, you're not used to having that thing on, are you? Come here, you. Come here. I put it on him so I can keep him under control here for you for a bit. It's easier, Duke, do not drink that oil. No. What I usually do is I'll start at the back, right here where the black starts, beep, right there, and I'll run it all the way down, boom, 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 all the way down to his tail. And I apologize, I can't show you doing it, but I just couldn't figure out a way to do it with one hand while I held the camera, and I don't have a tripod. So yeah, so just straight down the back, all the way down the tail, and then I'll do another one straight down on either side of that one. And once I've got the 3 going down the, once I got the 3 going down the back, then I'll start, you know, branching off going down. You want to follow your, you know, your hair, the way it lies. You don't want to go across the grain kind of thing, or up the grain. Just keep everything going this way. It'll come out much nicer. And that's the way their hair runs. It runs straight down the back, and then it branches off, goes under their belly. And so that's the way I clip them. The same with the neck, straight down the neck, and then you'll see it kind of goes down and around till it meets at the point under their neck. So once I get the majority of the hair off, then the kind of fine tuning comes. That's where the scissors come in, because I'll go around and I'll and the comb. And I'll go around and I'll comb and I'll comb, and then I'll clip. You know, clip it around kind of the way I want it to, you know, the way I want it to look. When I do the ears, I usually do the ears with the clippers first, and I start at the middle, and then you want to kind of, well, give me this ear then. You kind of want to start at the middle and then go to the edge. So this way, and then in the middle that way, kind of thing. And just run your clippers to the edge. Never come across the edge. You don't want to cut your dog's ear, obviously. Then I flip it over and do the same thing. Then I get those scissors and I kind of comb it to the edge and then trim it. What else? Let's see. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. What other tips can I give you, kind of thing? I like to cut the bottom of their feet, kind of thing. This part right here. I feel like the less hair they got on the bottom of their feet, the less dirt and whatnot they're going to track into the house when they come in. I generally do not clip around their toes like this. I clipped around this foot because Duke came up limping with a thorn the other day, and so I cut this, cut it back here just so I could see what was the issue, what was causing them to limp. And but usually I wouldn't do that. I would keep it long like this, kind of thing. And yeah, so be gentle, be patient, you know, take what your dog gives you. Like right now, he's lying here peacefully, so I'd be doing his top, and then try to do as much as I could while he was lying here peacefully, and then get him roll over, Duke, go on. Well, again, you see why I can't show you how to do it with one hand. Can't get my dog to roll over with one hand, can I, Duke? You're not having it, are you? You're not having it. What are you doing with that leash in your mouth? No, Duke. Let go of my leash. Duke! Duke! Let go of my leash. Look at him. Look at him. Stubborn, aren't you? Stubborn. Oh, I meant to tell you, when you're cutting his face, probably I'm not the best at this, and but the way I learned, everything I learned was off of the internet and off of YouTube. The way I learned was to take the scissors and point the tips at his ear and kind of cut it like that, boop, 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 right towards the ear. And then comb everything forward, comb it all forward. Use the thinning shears to kind of thin this top piece out if you, if you think it needs to be thinned out for any reason. And yeah, that pretty much covers it, doesn't it, Dookie? What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I think that covers it. Oh, if I could flip them over, I'd show you. I usually just, for kind of cleanliness purposes, I usually cut kind of around the genitals. They'll get some long hair down there and whatnot. Oh, and also for just general principles, you better get my leash out of your mouth. Give me this. No. No, Duke. Thank you. Right here, they've got a little flap on the top of their lip, and usually, I don't know if you can see it, usually you'll know it needs to be cut because it'll get dirty. And it really is just, probably a few little strands of hair right there. So I usually cut that. Don't do what I did the last time and cut the whole thing even with their lip. That's not what we want. We want the hair to grow over their top lip, down to their beard. And so Duke is slowly but surely recovering from the butchering I gave him probably back in March or April. But ideally, his beard will continue to grow. But just cut that little bit because it gets up in their mouth. And that's how it gets all dirty and gunky and whatnot. So just reach in there with the scissors, clip real quick. And, be careful. Yeah, so. Can't think of much else. Let me see. Don't expect to get it like this all at once. Trim it and then come back with your brush, or sometimes as I'm doing it, I'll just use my hand. Thank you, Duke, for yeah. See, there you go. See how I trim it around his penis, kind of thing. And if he were a girl, I'd be doing the same thing. Just trim it. With girls, you have to be a little more careful about their nipples, and especially my adult girls, because they've all had babies now, and so their nipples are enlarged. You don't want to cut a nipple. What was I going to say? Huh. Oh yeah, don't expect it to get looking like this. This is probably, I go over it, then I'll rake it backwards, then I'll go over it again, then I'll rake it backwards, then I'll go over it again. And it sounds like a lot, but the clippers are really quick, and I'd say I was able to do all of this, including the brushing and everything, probably took me about 45 minutes to an hour, no more than that. And you can do something with his tail. My son kind of sometimes, he likes to leave Chewy with a puffball tail, like that. He'll cut Chewy like a lion, where he'll leave the face long and twist it, kind of thing, like that. But it's all about kind of what you want to do, and don't be afraid to experiment, because the good news is it grows back. Duke, get that leash out of your mouth. No! No! Thank you. It'll grow back, folks. So, go ahead and experiment and have fun with your Airedale. The key thing is, it's a bonding experience, folks. You could take your Airedale to a groomer, or you could do this. I'd say all of this stuff that I just showed you cost much less than just one good kind of paying for somebody to groom them down, at the local groomers. Because they can get right expensive to groom an Airedale, and it's time consuming for them, so believe me, I'm not saying they're overcharging or anything. What else? I guess that's about it, folks. Hope that was helpful to you. If you have any questions, let me know, and if I think of anything else, I'll note them in the comments section when I post this to YouTube. Alrighty, Duke, you want to say goodbye? Duke? 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 Dookie, you hear me, don't you? You're looking right at me. Look at that Airedale stare. Dookie. Alrighty. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, let me get to... There we go.